race between Andy and Maniacal. Daaanty, Ack, thanks for doing this with me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for being awake at this very, normal hour of the night to see some awesome races.
Yeah, it's a very reasonable hour for all us gamers in Herndon, Virginia. Also, we have Link Force tracking for us this fine afternoon.
Their 10th one, too.
Yeah, 10th one.
Insane.
That's a little incredible. But yeah, this is a spot for semifinals up for grabs.
Yeah, semifinals will be tomorrow, which is actually today because it is after midnight, as we've discussed. But yeah, we are in the top 8 right now. I think Maniacal took out A0 in their last race, and Andy, they took out Acktheboker in their last race, and I thought it would hurt a little less if I said it in third person, and it didn't, not at all.
Yeah, sometimes it does. It does sting just a bit. But you know, the theme of this tournament's kind of been everyone's kind of said all these seeds kind of suck. So we're gonna.
I hope to see another one today. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I hope these guys at least try to have a little bit of fun.
No, we don't want that. We want to have quality SGL seeds like we've seen all tournament.
Yeah.
Like let's bring the fire.
Yeah, let's get a Hammer and Ice Palace.
Yeah,
Like to throwback to 2019.
Oh.
Getting a stare down from Andy, who doesn't have his white noise headphones on.
Yeah,
Sir,
I forgot. We gotta wait till they can't hear us before we talk bad about
staff
them.
or the SGL staff.
Yeah, that's a 15-second increment to your time, sir. Don't be looking back at us like that.
Joking aside, though, both these guys super accomplished runners.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. As far as like rando goes, I think these guys might actually meet up in SMZ3 too. So these guys are playing like way too many tournaments for one
I thought that's what we were playing now.
If they show up in Norfair, I'm going to be real confused.
Yeah.
I don't see any Metroid
the wrong
logos.
commentators, that's for sure.
Yeah, the Fireland or something. I'm not sure what it's called.
Perfect.
Getting a little fist bump there from the runners, getting everything squared away. We're going to,
nice.
A little bit of sportsmanship beforehand. I guess if they get mad, they can just, beat each other up afterwards or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we have cams too, so you guys will get to see all of that. You won't get to miss it. That's just one of the awesome things about SGL. So
yeah, I haven't had a chance to see any of Maniacal's runs, but Andy's going to shake his head a lot, especially if he doesn't find progression, which is most of the chests he's going to see.
Okay, and Maniacal can see that too. So if he knows Andy's tells of his head shakes and what they mean, there's a lot of metagaming you can do here.
Yeah, pretty much. But these two getting situated, and our tournament proctor, or rather staff here, T Sigma, getting ready to count them down.
Yeah, I see 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, we're going to get the clock on the roll. We got 15-second countdown, similar to race time. I guess it's
bring it back to the good old days.
A little serious. So, shout outs to T Sigma for staying up late and making this happen.
Yeah, the crew has been awesome. But yeah, we are off. All right. And look, divergence already.
Yeah, 10 arrows and a key. You couldn't ask for more in those first 2 checks.
I am so excited. Those were like probably one of the 2 things I wanted to see to start off this race.
3 crystal light world there. Looked like we did have a 5-6, I believe, at Hera.
Yeah, regular at Eastern and Desert. I think that's what I saw. It was a really quick map check.
All right. So yeah, farming a kill here over on Andy's side, just trying to get tree pull, 5 rupees, so a quick 20 to pop. Speaking of 20s.
20 in King's Tomb?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Bonk Rocks?
King's Tomb moved over to the west.
All right, 3 bombs.
I mean, if he gets 3 more bombs in this next chest, he might be able to do Uncle, or do the All of Escape.
Yeah, you can potentially do that, a little risky, especially if you, miss a bomb, but we'll see what he decides to do. It looks like he's going to like to save and quit, but 4 bomb pack here from the Bush Crabs, so Maniacal's not going to be short from resources at all going into Kakariko.
Yeah, he's already maxed out at 10. I doubt he ever runs out of bombs again. Quick check of, oh God, here we go.
Well, premium seats here at SGL, like we've always said. That's a glove on Lumberjack, and you might be thinking, is this an Agassiz? Are we going to get that? Yes, we are.
I hope you're excited, chat, because believe me, I am. This is going to go all the way to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
All right, $20 just at the mushroom spot. Maniacal not worried about his money, just $30. He said, I'm going to pass on it, but finds another 20 down in the woods.
Yeah. All these exciting items. It was a really good thing, too. I think they have some extra commentators on standby for whenever, we fall asleep at 1:30 to go ahead and swap us out here.
Yeah, where's Clear Mouse and Epi when you need it?
Yeah.
The good news here, we could, we could do some bonk rocks, extra bonk rocks for bombs, but the 4-pack just makes it completely obsolete. We don't even get to see the tech today. Andy, the note here did not check Lumberjack. He doesn't know how bad this is yet.
Yeah. He's unaware. And then also, too, he's only going to have like those 3 bombs going into Kakariko, so.
Well, thank God we got blue mail. At least, when we don't have a lot of hearts, we'll at least be able to survive.
Okay. But no, I think that's a really big, turning point of the race. That could be really substantial because knowing that glove's there, it can kind of help you make smarter routing decisions in the seed,
Oh, yeah.
to push Aga a little early or know exactly when to do it. Whereas if, you just do Aga and check Lumberjack and then you're like, oh, surprise glove. I mean, it can, change things a little.
I mean, the question is that actually the glove or is it mitts?
Yeah, that too, yeah.
The lamp could, be in Turtle Rock for all we know.
Yeah, it could be mitts for one and glove for the other.
Well,
yeah.
It can't be in Turtle Rock. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
This is going to be one of those seeds, man.
All right, Maniacal giving us the hammer. Always nice to have that, especially since we don't have a sword. It feels like it's swordless mode. Don't you love swordless?
It's one of my favorites, truth be told. And it's not a controversial opinion that it's one of the best modes in the game.
All right, 3 bombs just on the bottle merchant. A little strapped for cash, but luckily we got bombs, so no big deal. Maniacal checking the chicken hut. I disapprove of that. Wow. Okay, not saving the chicken and using 2 bombs.
It was actually really good sportsmanship because Andy had missed his bomb in Cackwell, so Maniacal was like, no, I'm a good sport. This, we'll get the early game jitters out and I'll pay it forward.
I mean, are you really nervous at midnight?
I mean, Maniacal is because he's seen the glove. Andy might, he'd be all right for now.
All right, we did get a bottle, so Sick Kid on the table, lazy as he were, but just $20. Dunka's running out of money if he's only handing out $20.
Yeah. Well, he's running out of money because he's actually handing out, cruises, but. All right. But yeah, hammer, obviously a great item. Bottle, that's nice to get early just because, if you were going to fill potions, we have the option to basically figure out when we're going to do that, starting now. And then just a boomerang, but none of these are going to get us into Aga to get that glove.
They're really not. We're going to need a cape. We're going to need a sword. We're going to need maybe 2 preferably. Just $5 there. Maniacal getting his map check in. Learning the good news. 3 crystals are in the light world. Saving and quitting. This is maybe a play to South Shore. At least we're not pulling the flute out of Link's house at this point.
South Shore, I'll probably do that. I was thinking maybe you could do escape here, but I guess with the information he has, he's probably wanting to put that off later because he knows he wants to do Aga.
Yeah, it's always nice to be able to bundle the 2 of those together. Always nice to make it happen. So here's the dam. 2 whole items. We gotta, we don't have any of those convenient hooks or mirrors right now. So we gotta make 2 trips in here, extra screen transitions, It could make or break a race.
Yeah. Could make or break us, too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, only $50 in the dam so far. Andy basically right behind him. Not uncommon to see people following in their footsteps in the early steps of these seeds.
Yeah, if there's too much divergence too early, then the late game gets kind of boring because we always know what's getting ready to happen.
True, yeah.
So
we do the boring stuff first, so it's interesting at the end? Is that what you're trying to tell? I like that. I like that.
So just 10 arrows at the sunken treasure, as it's called in the log. But a little bit of divergence here. Maniacal going to go ahead and scout the desert ledge. Finding a sword. All right. So we got a little bit of information available to us and going to do a Gina. Andy deciding, you know what, I don't want none of that. I'm off to Midi Moldrum Cave.
Yeah, nice to know that Maniacal knows where, 2 important items are, but he can't get them, which is more than the important items that he currently has. So it's just one of those fun seeds.
All right.
And he's going to have to be a little careful with these bombs here right now. He has 4 left, and the Moldorms are doing things I've never seen before in my entire life.
He was just chilling at the top.
He thought he was going to hide in the corner and maybe be safe there. I don't know.
He was trying to stay on the top floor of the hotel at SGL. Oh, so speaking of flute, there we go. Going to be probably saving and quitting, getting an activation of that. It may incentivize Andy to go ahead and go check Agina. I totally missed if there was anything inside Agina on Maniacal side. The Moldorms were just way too interesting.
Looking at the tracker, I don't see anything too interesting on there. At least nothing we didn't already have, so.
All right, let's see how Maniacal's
he almost bombed himself out the door. But we're all right.
Nice
double there. Yeah.
All right, just one for good measure.
Yeah, one for the homies, yep.
Yeah, shout-outs to Fred. All right, the flute, the $20, the $5. You know, heart pieces helped in this this mode or flag set. It's kind of at a premium.
Yeah, we got the 2 heart containers, then we have Sank heart, but everything else is going to be heart pieces, so substantially less than what you would find in the normal pool. That plays a big factor too. And then, yeah, what we said about the bottles, they're always going to come empty too. You're never going to, you know, find them already filled. It makes a huge difference.
It really does.
Yeah.
You want to be able to maybe route a bottle in when you check Waterfall Ferry, Pyramid Ferry. So Andy getting the great news that a sword is there. But still, Andy doesn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know about the glove and lumberjack. And again, this question just keeps popping into my head. There we got this hammer. Now we got this flute. None of these help us get into Aga.
They don't. So we've got a little bit on the mountain we can do. We've still got the eastern area. We could go dive Eastern Palace. But Eastern...
Nobody likes doing that.
No,
that's the worst.
Yeah, I'd rather do Aga instead of Eastern Palace. I don't know about you.
But truth be told, if we don't find anything, though, that's probably where they're going to end up being.
Aga or Eastern Palace?
Eastern Palace.
All right, so Maniacal down to 1 bomb. Andy, too. Andy's going to actually run out. I hope, the crabs kind of chill out for a bit.
He's just going to have to wait there a little bit, but nice getting a bomb refill, but bad again because maybe we need something to move this scene along.
Yeah, it's very rare you're thankful for a 3-bomb chest.
Yeah, he probably will be like, wow, that's exactly what I wanted to see there.
Yeah, the situations where it's really good. Maniacal setting up a water wall coming out of Ice Rod Cave. But gonna set up the fake flipper instead. Oh, he's gonna store it. All right.
Yeah.
Very nice setup there. Bufferless even.
Yeah, he got that really quick too. But yeah, he'll be able to store this and basically swim up to Hobo. And then when he jumps off of Hobo, he can store his water walk, and there he'll be able to, check the waterfall ferry, and then get a chance to refill his bottle for free.
Yeah, absolutely. Andy foregoing Hobo, so another little bit of divergence here early on.
Well, that's a bow. That seems pretty good.
That's not Turtle Rock. That's not where the bow's supposed to be in this mode. And then we got a shovel, so that just... So, let me ask you something, Acktheboker.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to do a fetch quest?
Well, weird. No, I don't.
I really don't either.
Yeah, I can't believe you asked me that, truth be told. Anyways. So Maniacal will be getting his bow. And yeah, this is completely out of logic. We need the flippers for that bow to be in logic. We need the flippers for that shovel to be in logic, too. We need the flippers for that fetch quest to be in logic.
Yeah, we do. And the bow, you mentioned the bow. We did get a fairy, so I don't think Andy refilled that bottle.
He did, yeah.
Oh,
I think he got a
okay.
fairy, yeah.
Okay. I mean, they're at 4 hearts. I expect bad things.
Yeah, I mean, having the fairy is nice, too, but one of the bad things about having it right now is we don't have the mirror. Oh.
I was wondering where
Careful jumping into that
Maniacal
wall.
was going. All right, $20 on the shovel, and it's stuck in the air on Andy's side, so that's great. That must have been a flute thing. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it was interesting. All right, but yeah, I think what we have, like what you said, we have a check up on Death Mountain. In Logic, the Spectacle Rock Cave. The old man is not in Logic right now because we can't see him. And then, yeah, Saha and Eastern, and then Front of Escape.
Yeah, you could stumble around, maybe find him. We are going to find out the Eastern Palace GP is in
Turtle Rock?
Turtle Rock.
Nice.
They got the bows mixed up that time. So, oh, wait, there's our first glove. So, we're just a Moon Pearl away from Dark World access.
Ooh.
Now, if you're sitting in Maniacal shoes, you're really wanting, you know, that Moon Pearl sooner than later.
Yeah, yeah. That could be a little rough for Andy. So you think of some like convenient ways to go over and check Lumberjack. One is like whenever you're going to Death Mountain without the flute, but they have the flute right now. And then if you get Dark World, you get all this stuff open. You're not really thinking like, oh, Lumberjack, that's what I'm looking. But, you know, if you went over there to do Bumper Cave and you had the mirror, then you could check it. But we don't have that either.
Yeah, and Maniacal, remember
we also don't have a sword, so we can't do hammer dashes. But yeah, that glove, I could see that being a problem. It's still kind of early to tell, but...
Yeah, it'll really depend on how much is behind it.
Yeah. There's a lot behind it.
Yeah. Couple dungeons,
yeah,
at least. Big key in the first chest, so that's always nice. That'll at least give us, logically, a little more. I mean, we're running out of stuff. There's, you know, Andy's putting off Escape as well. Maniacal's doing it for good reason.
Right.
But I feel like, depending on what shows up here, we're definitely going to be heading there next.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, unless we find the Moon Pearl, so... We're basically, I think, just going to be cruising until we run into that item. Wow.
Compass. That's
just a compass. That's not a Moon Pearl.
It didn't even put the number up there to let me know how many chests are left.
Yeah, are we supposed to keep track?
No, that's Link Force's job.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. We are not qualified to do that. I promise you that. Honestly, we're not even really qualified to be up here, but it was at midnight, and they were just literally yelling for people in the lobby, so here we are.
Oh, that's a very convenient full magic drop there for Maniacal. I mean, we don't have anything to use magic.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that was really nice to get. And I'm like, all right, bow, boom, bottle. What are we using magic on, Daaanty?
I mean, maybe the bow starts using magic at this point. I don't know.
Oh.
All right, Big Chest just has a map, so lamp at large.
Yeah, and that means basically a guaranteed item over here in the vanilla big key chest. But again, all of this out of logic. But who cares? We have a bow, so we're gonna do it.
You think anything important's gonna be in the big key chest?
Just let me just do a quick little snip of who's in the audience here before I answer this question. You know what? I think it's okay. Maybe.
I'm using a little bit of boots dust over on Maniacal side to get in and out.
Yep.
That's a very...
It's kind of just like in real life, you know, if you had like it's dark and you have like these wool socks on and you rub your feet and they make sparks. Yeah, that's what they're doing there, basically.
All right, single arrow. That might be useful. I mean, they only have like, well, Andy's got more, but Maniacal only has 17, count them. As he just wasted it. So.
Well, teach you for wasting my time, arrow.
All right, literally the hardest room in the game right now, mainly because their health is so low.
And not having a sword, too, it can get a little awkward, especially if you get, like, poked around by the Popo, which I think is what happened here. And also by his facial reactions, you kind of showed us that as well.
There was some of that. Both of the guys having a bad day.
Yeah. It's, like, the most terrifying. Oh, my gosh. I have never seen something like that before in my life.
Maniacal was hovering on the Y button there.
Oh, my God. I mean, he had 16 arrows going into that room, and we have 3 right now. But he got the small key, he's got his health, so... and to be honest, that Igor did deserve it.
Indeed. Hey, the important thing, though,
yeah,
you hear those stairs.
He's out, and he's alive, and that is definitely the most important thing. And both of them did have to take the time to go get that health, too.
They did have a Fury, so, like, you know, they had a little bit of a backup.
That's true, but, like...
The death animation's kind of slow.
Yeah, and when you die, too, your screen gets bright red, and your opponent can sometimes notice when your face gets bright red. It is actually because you're embarrassed, but in, like, a different way. So you don't want to give away that information.
All right, quick swapping over to the hammer on the Maniacal side. Andy's setting up the quick kill we see from everyone, 18 entire arrows in these armos just to get 20 whole dollars. But it
And
is
a crystal, yeah.
I mean, the crystal looks kind of like $20, but just slightly different colored. Maniacal's turn has 29, should be good to unload the 18.
Or more, you know.
I mean, he could go faster if he gets closer, but
Oh, man.
good fight from both these guys.
Yeah. And it only took him 5 more arrows to kill those Armos than it did to kill that Igor, so I'm impressed. All right, but yeah, so obviously we knew that this probably wasn't going to be the next piece of the puzzle because, you know, we didn't have that lamp, and this bow was still actually technically locked by those flippers, so wasn't expecting to see too much from those Armos, but here we are, an escape from Andy.
Lock in too much logically at this point, but we do need that crystal.
Yeah.
So Maniacal, I guess, is going to break the mountain. Well, I say break the mountain.
Oh, he's going to
no,
use
we're
his
gonna
glove to go to the back of
escape.
escape, right.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about it, I'll be honest.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I did too. And it's kind of a dangerous thing if you do forget about it.
Yeah, it's not good. Forgetting about things typically is a recipe for disaster in these settings.
I would say we could see mitts back here, but we
Nope.
know where there's the
Hey,
lamp.
there you go.
Oh, and there's our quote-unquote half
Magic, yeah.
Yeah, it's I guess it's half size, as it were.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's worse, you know. At least put the full magic decanter in there. That's all I ask, you know. It seems so spiteful that they took away, like, one of the best items in the game, and they replaced it with, like, literally nothing.
Now, even with that lamp, that only really is going to put Old Man in logic for Maniacal. We don't have a sword, so, I mean, we're all thinking about Aga. Can't do it right now yet, though.
Yeah, Old Man. But, like, I guess with how all the small keys are placed to it, that lamp could, like, technically maybe open up chest and escape, too.
Yeah.
Like, the back, even though they're not lamp locked, but because the key situation's weird.
You know, I don't think we've seen. Yeah, there's the map on Andy's side.
Okay.
But you know, Maniacal took a little bit of a risk there doing dark crawls, but you know, getting an item. We'll see where he's off to. Pulling out his flute, and yeah, we're gonna go save the old man.
And I think, like, the Moon Pearl has to be over here somewhere, or something leading
It's
up
gotta
to it.
be. You know, that or we're gonna find a mirror, and suddenly the mountain's wide open the slow way.
Get the mirror, yeah, and all the funny stuff. Somehow 2 swords and then pearls on pyramid or something ridiculous. Nah, that's not gonna happen.
We don't need no pearl on pyramid where we're going.
I mean, that would be a really good case for Andy, though, if there was something that silly, because then he just does Aga and doesn't realize, like, how good of a decision it was.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you get forced into it.
All right, so Maniacal's got the lamp, got his old fella with him, and his old fella throwing
A piece of heart.
a piece of heart. Still at 5 hearts, though, both these guys.
All right, so what's going to be in this cave? Tell me right now. Moon Pearl?
I think we get hookshot.
Hookshot? Okay, that's a good guess.
Yeah. Hookshot or mirror, something to get us over to the right side. We're not ready to go to Dark World yet.
No, it's Moon Pearl.
It's 20 minutes in. We're not that nice.
I've never been more confident that it's Moon Pearl in my entire life.
What?
Well.
Okay.
All right, so let's just go ahead and go back to the drawing board here. Okay, you know what? There is one thing that we forgot about. Zora is now in Logic.
Oh, yeah. And we've got the money for it.
Yeah. We have a fairy in a bottle, by the way. I'm going to lose my mind.
Oh, if he does this.
Yeah. If he does this, I'm good to at least go to 145 and not 130, because this is going to be like a little mini Red Bull. All right, so what he has to do is get this bomb over and then have it kill him, which he did fail to do, and then he's going to reset, keep his fairy, because I think he had just save and quit and gone up the mountain. So, but what he was trying to do there was get the bomb to kill him, and then he has to basically start hovering on the frame. The fairy revives him, and he has X amount of chances as he has hearts. It's very, very difficult to do.
Yeah, definitely not an easy trick. So he did lose that save and quit point. You know, that's not a huge issue, but if you want to kind of farm a little bit of health early on.
Is he going to do it again?
I think he thought about it.
But
oh, well, he could just kind of go in and say hello to the guy. Give him a little kiss on the cheek.
yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Oh,
all right, there's the Moon Pearl
your
on
Moon
Zora.
Pearl. Thank you, Acktheboker.
I mean, I said with 100% certainty it was on Spectacle Rock, so.
All right, Maniacal was probably thinking, well, what if I forgot? But we did get that shovel, so he's going to check that. Going to get the news about heading to Zora shortly, or something along those lines. But Andy's going to give us our first dive into Dark World in the Hype Cave area.
Yeah.
Probably going to get a map check. I'm probably not going to be able to find out all the information on
Yeah,
the map.
yeah. But that's all right, because we're not the professionals here.
That's right.
All right. I was so ready to look at the map, and oh, here it is. All right, we got Pod. Skull Woods is a pendant, and then there was a 5-6, but that was your call to see that because
Yeah, I saw green pendant to a rock. So
that was the one that we knew. We already knew that one.
Yeah,
Hey, we got a sword.
we got a 5-6 over on Ice Palace. Thank you,
Okay.
Link, for us.
Thank you, thank you. All right.
Not a single chest turn from Andy. He doesn't even go for it.
Despicable. No. All right, Maniacal has figured out the puzzle here, and we'll be going over to Zora. We'll be getting his Moon Pearl and also his Dark World access, so probably expect to see him in Hype Cave pretty soon, too, so they can also get their sword, hopefully.
I mean, there is the opportunity to head to Village of Outcast area. Just depends on what your preferences are. Andy's going to go ahead and route in.
We can do it.
He's going to route in Pyramid, probably Catfish too.
Yeah. He might just be doing like maybe a quick little sneaky pyramid. Well, I mean, I guess, do you want to go to Pod here now that I think about it? Maybe he is going to Catfish.
I mean, Pod being a pendant, I mean, do you really want to go now? I
No,
mean,
of course not, 'cause
especially only
we're
with
not going
83
there.
rupees.
Yeah, and also because we can't afford it. That's a good point, too.
I mean, if he'd have went to the Eastern Palace Rupee room, he could have got decent bit of extra money there.
There was no way either of them were going to that rupee room with how much like murder and pain was going on in that dark room. There's no way.
That's true. All right, so Maniacal going to take the same route into Dark World. Going to be going to Hype Cave, getting his sword. So that's going to be good for Maniacal.
And Catfish is a good play here, man. Catfish is this
It's
has been a
kinda
play that's
isolated.
won some tournament races. A lot of people don't like to check it. You find something good here, you can usually feel pretty good. What is it today? That is a mushroom, so to be determined.
We're going to ask people if they want to do another fetch quest.
No.
Here we go.
Stop it. don't do it.
All right, Link's house start here for Andy. And where are we off to? Are we headed to the mountain? Are we headed to... We're headed to turn in that mushroom right now.
Yeah.
We're going to resolve this right now and get it over with. Getting the spin speed off the stairs, all fancy. Maniacal gonna...
We're going into Pod. We
My
don't
friend.
care.
Oh, Maniacal, please realize right now, you do not have... Thank you. You do not have the dollaroos for this.
Oh yeah, good point. It's funny because you've already told me that Andy didn't have the money, but I was, I didn't even think to look on Maniacal's side. I was excited to see Pod. All right, well.
A little bit of a head shake there for Maniacal, kind of
Yeah.
realizing a little bit of time waste, and we're a little scared about our health situation, but he'll be fine.
Nothing like financial budgeting, to help you keep making like good decisions in a rando
I-
seat.
Yeah, like why?
Keep you honest.
You gotta think about money while playing. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't need these real life problems.
All right. So I guess he'll just go over to Catfish too, and then get his mushroom and resolve that for exactly nothing.
I mean, there's that outlying chance we get a cane before powder.
Oh my
Clenching
gosh.
everywhere.
I don't know how he survived that. He I imagine that looked crazy in real time because he literally jumped over a guard.
I'm gonna call that rando instinct.
Oh my lord.
That's something you don't see in NMG when you play it.
No, well, it depends.
All right, is Andy gonna try to do what Maniacal was trying to do?
Oh,
Nice.
no.
He's saving to quit. He's out of here.
Oh, very disappointing. Love to
Can't-
see it.
I
It's
can't
a
believe
very
he's-
tough trick,
He's
and
being such a coward.
yeah. Oh.
Oh no, he's saving a quit. Is he about to do it here?
Oh no, he was just resetting in case
he
he
must have heard
messes
me.
it up. Yeah,
He
yeah.
must have heard me. I'm sorry, chat.
Yeah, Andy, if you can hear Daaanty, keep holding right. Oh, we're gonna have to get these white noise things checked here. No, they cannot hear us at all. They have white noise headphones over. Yeah, so nobody worry about that. But yeah, here we go. We get to see the trick again. Is he going to pull it off? He gets the death.
All right, here we go. His screen's turning red. He's moving around.
He's getting up. He is stretching.
Oh, no.
He's breathing on his hand right now. Oh, man. I have like a straight view at this form right now, and it is majestic.
It's the first time seeing that form in person. It's kind of very different.
All right, you got one more chance. All right. Well, it was a good effort.
Well, we're
still very exciting to see.
Both sides of the unsupported signal.
And again, that just goes back to good gamemanship, where they both, missed the bombs in Kakariko. They both missed the the fairy revival.
Taking care of each other inadvertently.
Yeah.
All right, Andy's going for it again. I can't say I fully blame him.
You
think he's gonna read the sign?
No. I actually think I don't think he was too curious of the biography of tournament runners that we have listed in here. I think he was probably coming in here for the money, but
he's gonna get that pod money.
Yeah. But I mean that's a huge play too, because that means he's pretty committed to going over to pod.
I respect it. He did clear it. It's not a crystal dungeon. But I mean, there's the memes of there's always something in pendant.
Yeah. I mean, well, okay, maybe he hadn't done his map check yet, and.
Let's see if he's deciding to keep it going. Oh, Andy dying right at the very end.
Spike cave.
Spike cave. That poor pug. Just not having a great day.
Yeah, and that was a really early spike cave too. And again, that's like one of those plays like Catfish where it could be really good. So Maniacal did do his map check. He did see that pod was a pendant, and we are still heading in.
I respect
the
it.
money. Yeah, you're here. You might as well.
You've committed the time. All right, Andy going to be checking out Village of Outcasts, so more Divergence.
Now, since we are missing like so many items, it is like obviously fine. But to note, Swamp is a crystal, so we will need those flippers. But we should not find these flippers behind the bow in here.
Yeah.
Now I don't really think that's necessarily relevant because we're in here so early. But like it's something just to keep in the back of your mind.
Yeah. If we don't get a key here, we're definitely not getting flippers in the bag.
Especially if you find like maybe a can of Samari or something on the right side.
Well, there's that key though.
Yeah.
It's riveting. Andy,
it's very small. That key, yeah.
It was. Andy believing in the power of
Dunka?
Big Dunka in Pendant Skull. Both these guys in Pendant Dungeons, as indicated by the big old P at the top left.
Well, what I have to say about that is these two are in the tournament, and
we're not.
Dunka isn't. So.
Oh, Dunka isn't. Oh, there's the cave.
All right, well.
And we got Ether.
I'm literally looking at the door right now just to see him show up and rub it in my face. All right, well, I was wrong again, Dunka. You got me on that one.
Dunka's all passed out right
now. He's in bed right now, but he's probably laughing. All right. Gosh. Makes me so mad. We found Kane in Skullwoods. We found Ether over here in Pod. To be determined if we need that. Potentially only needing one medallion this seed with Meyer being the crystal.
I think both these guys, you could get away in this seed without ever having a fire rod or ice rod.
Sure.
So, rodless seed maybe. Oh, is Andy about to make the same play?
I hope not, because again, to triple check, we're still at 83 rupees right now.
He's about to find out the bad news.
All right. Man, I just want to throw a couple things out there, but like Thieves Town, that's been a crystal the whole time since we've been here in the Dark World, right? I'm a little curious.
How many drinks these guys have at dinner?
Well, no, that's the thing. We had a couple too, and that's why I'm just trying to figure out if I'm missing something here.
Thieves Town actually leads you to the Lower Norfair.
Oh, yeah, no.
Both these guys in the SMC3 tournament.
I don't want to go there.
Maybe a little bit of bleed over.
Yeah. Like, did something happen in Skull Woods when we left?
He got 2 items, so he bailed out. Oh, we're going to the Imrock Cave.
Yeah. We're going to the Herfy Durfy likes this cave, mostly just because it's one of his favorite pastimes. But we're just going to go ahead and farm a little bit of money here, and then we're going to go to Pod next.
You know, we talked about these guys having a chaotic seed, and I honestly,
I think the seed's been fine.
they're the ones. We got another medallion in pod.
Okay. Oh, wow.
They're the ones making it a little complicated today.
Yeah, if we find Bombos here in pod, we at least know pod was 100% required because it had literally every medallion.
So this is going to be available to us with Lamp. It's nice to be able to do Dark Maze while you can see it. Sometimes you can't see those little dragon dudes, Kadongos, with the fireballs, but you would think those fireballs would like cast a little bit of a light cone, but
no.
You know, this is Super Nintendo after all.
Yeah, we didn't have the technology quite then. And this is another thing too, like having, you know, I mean, obviously there's your very experienced runners, but, you know, some people like me, you know, when they do dark rooms, I have like a big giant, like, you know, poster of it in my back wall, and I just look at it while I do it. You don't have that privilege here at SGL because you're not at your home.
Yeah, you could order it from like Displate and like put it up behind you. You know,
Yeah.
a big metal thing.
No, I'd have to put it up
quality.
behind my opponent, and they kept telling me, don't do that, it's weird. Yeah, Andy going into pod. And then we'll see if Maniacal is a, you know, believer in the Dunka theory, if he'll get his Cane of Samaria earlier rather than later.
I think we need to ask these guys if they had an agreement to just dive pendant dungeons only. I'm actually going to ask him that if Maniacal goes straight to
They were like,
Scarlet.
just don't do Thieves Town no matter what.
Oh my. Okay, all right, we're going left. All right.
All right, yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's going to go up.
No, he's just going to check the 3 Village of Outcasts
And
chest
leaves.
and then just leave and go to Skullwoods, I bet. All right, some hover attempts here. This is actually like almost a 20-second time save if you can pull this off because it does take a little while to do the mimics. He has to make sure he stops on the right pixel there, then changes direction. Fantastic.
Yeah, very
amazing
nicely
hover.
done. That hover is what you can thank for the potion clip thing too. You know?
Yeah.
Shout out to 2018.
Yeah, we kind of nerfed that potion clip really hard in this mode too because we don't refill the bottle automatically.
Yeah.
All right. So still getting these Village of Outcast chests. Nothing so far, but then after this, it could be Thieves Town, believe it or not. Everyone is on the edge of their seats. Everybody's been wanting to see the inside of this dungeon.
All right, please clap. We're going to Thieves Town.
Oh my God, it's happening.
Don't actually clap.
You could have.
And suddenly one of them thinks they're done at 34
Yeah.
minutes.
And truth be told, the other one's probably not even going to argue because it's like, all right, I guess I'll just go to bed. It's late. Man, really, to go back to the start of the season, that big, giant, you know, outlier that we learned, that one has information that there's a glove on Lumberjack and one doesn't. I still think that is extremely relevant.
It is. The longer the seed goes, the less likely Andy's going to be to check it.
Yeah.
You know, we have Lamp,
Well,
so
now,
like
now I think about it, though, if
he's going to have to go north with Mirror.
we're running out of stuff to check without Miss.
Oh, there's your Master Sword.
Yeah.
So you're probably right. That now we've got our logical access.
With no access over to with Death Mountain available and like no mirror.
And see, this is where them failing the hover may actually be like a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, because it kept them from like getting super distracted from those myths. That's a very good point. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how quickly Andy might get funneled to Lumberjack in this seed.
Yeah, that's a huge out for Maniacal at the moment. Just having that in the back pocket. Nice Hellway dash. You know, lining that up. Not the freest thing, because RNG dependent on where those little Patrick Star dudes are.
But yeah, rolling through the back of Thieves Town here in the attic.
I gotta be careful of these crickets. Well, I mean, we're on Blue Mail. They do one whole heart on Blue Mail, but sometimes they just bully you in this room.
Yeah, they do. Pretty comfy though with the Blue Mill, like you said. You're getting the heart refill too, and look, even took a hit and was like, haha, doesn't matter because I got the heart refill. I'll run into you.
Where'd Maniacal get all these extra heart pieces? Because he's up to 8. Andy's still sitting at a solid 6.
Oh, there's one right there.
All right, we're getting closer.
Yeah. Starting to look like though that Master Sword might just be like, yeah, our ticket to the mitts, and then we can move forward a little bit in the seed. What do the mitts give us? You know, we got King's Tomb opening up with those. We have the Smith sequence, hammer pegs.
I was gonna say a yellow glove, but
Yeah, it's a gold glove.
it is yellow. It's like yellow apples.
True. No, yeah. Yeah. What else would the mids give us some logic though? Oh, we have the mire area, of course. How could we forget about that?
Yeah, and you know something's always in mire shit.
Yeah. And then after that, what are we looking for go mode?
A few things.
Flippers. We're gonna need that.
That compass was kind of essential.
Yeah. Now there's a since we got that compass, if you look up in the upper left, you can see a C up there now. That C stands for compass.
I mean, now that they do a map check, we'll know that blind is the boss of this dungeon.
Yep.
Shout out to those quality of life rando features.
All right. But Maniacal here running into his scripted blind fight. Do you know how many hits it takes to kill blind?
How many licks does it take to get the center of a blind pop?
Exactly 9.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And truth be told, if you hit me or licked me 3 times in my head would start flying off too. So yeah, don't do that.
Very solid fight there.
Excellent fight there from Maniacal. And just $50, and I think he was practicing hovering there a little bit.
Do a little dance for us there in the middle of the room.
No,
He was excited about that one.
I was excited for it. It was a good kill.
All right, Andy not getting the Hellway dash, losing massive quantities of time.
Yep.
I picture crystal count up to 2. That's 2 out of 7. We need 7 entire of those things.
Yep, and we can get exactly 0 more.
Yeah.
As it sits. Well, you know what? I guess technically, well, yeah, no, Maniacal doesn't know where the cane's at, so. And he's also not going to Skull Woods. So he'll
That's probably going to be his next play. There's, we do have 2 checks over here.
Well, he can go get his mitts now, so he might just go ahead and clean up these, the big game over here and then go do Stumpy, and then we might just see him go hop over on Daga. But yeah, there was really nothing too important over here in the dig game, if I remember correctly. Which is the case, because I never forget anything.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's what I counted.
We're having a moment there.
Yeah, I was trying to think how many digs we're gonna take. I don't think Andy actually came this way. So
did he not?
No, I don't think so. He went right too.
Oh, were we still in those money issues? All right, fair enough.
Keeping us in line. I didn't screw up.
I was still not wrong when I said there was nothing there, though, even if I wasn't supposed to know.
With this money now, 258 rupees exactly, we can head to escape.
To do Aga?
Yeah, and get our Titans mitts now.
Okay.
Oh, 272. I was a little off there. But that's the right number.
Yes. Andy's going to have to do a hula hand if he wants to get over there, I guess, then, if that's one of the requirements I didn't know about. And there you go, Andy getting his compass in Thieves Town, now also getting his C in the upper left. All right.
So, Aga Tower.
This also turns into one of those moments where, like, you're really happy if you are tracking, because when you do all of this and you literally have nothing left, like, Lumberjack's kind of an easy one to slip your mind as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's 2 whole chests in here. I always think about maybe I might find something here, and I remember we're not playing keys.
Yeah, no, this isn't Key Sanity. Well, we do. It is Key Sanity. It's just the keys are always vanilla. RNG, man. There you go. I think, small key there. Cool.
Solid.
That'll let us keep progressing forward in the dungeon, so lucky
yeah.
Maniacal found that there.
Andy getting his second crystal as well, grabbing his $50.
And his second crystal.
Yeah. Maybe he'll have enough money to do Aga here in a minute.
Maniacal here really going for a big gamble, hoping he finds the second key here in Aga Tower, but it does pay off for him, so it does look like he's going to be able to get his mitts once he finishes this dungeon.
Getting a little bullied by the guards, but, blue mail, 8 hearts. He's basically at max health. He's never going to find another heart in this entire seed.
Yeah, no, this is a pretty comfy pace. And then I think he still has this fairy too, perhaps, because I think he did reset it. I think it's Andy the one that doesn't have it.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do we
Thank
have
you.
left?
Thank you for the nod.
What do we have left on Andy's
That
side?
is some serious bowling that's going on, Acktheboker.
was
You
about-
said we were good on hearts. I'm looking at it. We lost quite a few there.
I was about to say he's setting up a death wart, but I don't think that's
No,
gonna
no,
be
no. It's not.
beneficial.
This is not the place we want to do that. All right, quick swapping over to Hammer. We'll kill these guys in 2 hits.
I literally thought he was about to quake him, and I was like, go for it. I want to
Yeah,
see what
do
happens.
it. We got no idea. We've never seen that. All right, yep, and that was 23 digs. I definitely counted them all, just like you did. I didn't do that.
You did. You just trusted me that much.
Yeah, I trusted you.
That's bad. All right, getting that extra heart drop there, so we don't have to worry about Aga being too bad.
All right, yeah, Andy, right, because he went north to Pyramid and Catfish. I can't believe I forgot that.
All right, Andy gonna save and quit. I think either he has to just rush Aga, which would be
Yeah.
pretty brazen.
Well, I mean, I don't think it is at all for him because I think he's just like, what else can I do?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, he is fluting, so he will, I suppose, find something to, prove us wrong here.
I was wondering if he was gonna save and oh, he's got
We have a Cane of Samaria, yeah.
yeah, in a couple ways to expend magic.
Okay.
All right, so how many blue balls are we getting?
How many?
Yeah.
We started this race at midnight. We're getting 0, man. If they didn't see that, like, we got some problems.
This is the slightly vanilla reset. All right, we're up to 2.
Oh, we got some predictions over.
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Oh,
the-
we can.
We're all fancy. All right, there's 1.
There was 1.
All right, so if you're the 1% that voted for that, you're sweating a little bit. Right now, the overwhelming response is 3.
I'm really curious to see what Andy does next because I mean he elected for a sequence break, whereas I'm wondering like what does he have left at this point? Like you don't even have to look at Lumberjack. You might as well just go ahead and do Aga, and that looks like what he might be doing. Yes. Okay, so he knows. That's 2.
Now,
Looks like.
this is kind of where things are gonna maybe the tides turn just a little bit. Maniacal getting away with 2 blue balls. Thank you, Link Force, for counting because I totally was not.
Was it 2?
I just saw it 2, and I just assumed that was it.
Okay. All right.
But,
Good.
But back to what I was saying, that cane is just sitting in Skull Woods, and with the mids here, now you do have a little bit of an incentive to maybe go back. Maybe if you're like, I should gamble Mirrorless Smith Chain or something, but there's a potential to leave that behind.
You're right. No, I can definitely see a little bit of a shift here because Maniacal might be thinking like, Skull Woods, I'm only going there if I get Fire Rod. And I'm sitting here staring at a pendant Skull Woods. I'm staring at a pendant Turtle Rock. We don't have to get that Fire Rod this seed.
Yeah.
So if you're using that for a cue to go back to get your cane, well, you could be waiting a while. And mids really didn't like open up all that much either. Now we still have no way to get over to East Death Mountain the proper way. However, we
proper
did
way.
try to get over there twice
They
this
may
season
try
regardless.
again now,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
if you can do that hover, you could totally do the hookshot cave too. So. All right, so into Dark World we go.
And he might just check Skullwoods here.
I think it's a smart play to check Skullwoods here. I think there's a runner here in the audience somewhere at some point that has said that you don't check it the first time, you check it the second, and Dunk is wrong checking it on the first. But Maniacal said, I'm not even doing it on the second.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe the third was the magic number then. I don't
maybe
know.
he gets it on the 5th.
Okay. Yeah, looks like maybe a little Smith and Hammer Peg action going on here.
I kind of like this.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's an out, but then again, besides Mire Shed, we don't really have a lot behind those mids. You can sequence break. You could go to Ice Palace, but you'd be staring at the Freezors. You can't get by them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's way more than 9 licks to melt those. So. Yeah, if you guys want to go ahead and get your guesses in chat, Andy's about to be going to his his Aghanim fight. You can go ahead and guess how many blue balls you think there's going to be. All right, Smith, what do you got for us today? And then we're going to see a fake pounder from Maniacal or two. Is he going to just cheese it right on over to Purple Chest and follow
I
this
think he
up?
probably just goes to Purple Chest and knocks out hammer pegs at the same time.
All right, all right. Just 3 bombs. And the very exciting, exhilarating Aga 1 fight here on Andy's side. He's going through all of his items just for fun as he does it.
Yeah, yep. And you can tell by Andy's fight here that Maniacal did not signal to him like in a true co-op fashion where the ideal pattern to hit Aga to save the frames.
Oh, yeah. That would be very, very impressive if they could do that non-vocally.
All right, well, that's the 3rd time we're coming by and not going Skullwoods, but...
Yeah, no, you said 5, so...
I did. We'll get it on the 5th.
Okay, okay. Yeah, can we get a prediction in chat for how many times Maniacal uses that portal without going... Oh, just scratch that. Sorry, guys. So Hammer Pegs, what do you have for us today?
I'm gonna say an item.
Well, you're right every time, man. That was 10 bombs. That was indeed an item.
I'm
impressed.
I just don't miss.
That was really good, man.
All right, grabbing the chest, saving and quitting. Mirrorless Smith Chain, the whole thing, purple chest. It never feels good. So you know, if you're rooting for Maniacal right now, you're really hoping this is gonna be something, preferably the mirror, because that just keeps Andy away from it.
I would love to know what's going on in Andy's head right now because he's about to go get something that he knows on what's on Lumberjack. But like, what do you think he thinks it is?
Well, I guarantee you, whatever it is that's in his head, he's gonna shake it out when he finds it here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, that is insane there. That is a mirror on the purple chest. Good lord.
That's a really good find for Maniacal, to be honest.
Oh. What a gross seed, man. All right. So mitts for Andy.
All right, so you mentioned we had no crystals to clear.
Well, and we still don't.
Oh.
So
we could do oh yeah, we don't have a fire source. Oh, we do have a fire source. We could do desert. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's what I said. We have desert.
I was highly expecting Bombos to just appear there.
Okay. So really interesting here that there was nothing in Mire Shed and that Bombos was also locking Mire. What, we have King's Tomb? I don't quite remember if I saw that in Maniacal side.
We did not.
What's Andy gonna do after this? Like he's probably gonna get funneled to that mirror. What he's not gonna do is open Mire. He's gonna try, but it's not gonna work.
There's that head shake. It's late, guys.
Yeah. Give him a break, all right?
It's local time 1:08 a.m., not p.m., a.m. All right, so this was another sword where finally Maniacal saw it, double-checked it.
Yeah.
But we're getting it.
He didn't trust it because, like, when he saw it earlier, it was a way different color, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
It's like it's red. It's a big 20. All right, this is King's Tomb Act. This is what you were talking about, and it's powder, so...
There you go. And that is something that he doesn't have to worry about because he already has it. Well, this is great news for Andy because mirror on purple chest can actually be something that can really push you away from it, but I think he's just literally going to get funneled into it right now because he has like hardly anything else to do.
I mean, what are you going to do? You hover over the right side, which they both failed.
I don't know. He came over there to kill a guard and then just leave.
Maybe he was farming a tree pull.
Nah, I think he just didn't like that guard.
I mean, there's so many outs that Maniacal has had in this like early game, and unfortunately, the way the logic's going, they're kind of it's out of his hands as far as it taking it away from him.
Yeah, because I mean, at the end, they're still just doing the same stuff, and then all of the outs that he's finding, Andy is literally just getting run into him because he literally can't do anything else.
Yeah. So
but that mirror is a huge item, so now we have, you know, we can go up to Hera-2, Desert. Definitely didn't forget about those 15 minutes ago, and then all of East Death Mountain.
Yeah, and I don't think we've seen an item there. Well, there's Bombos, so we've seen an item.
There you go. And now with that item, we can go into ice. We don't have the flippers. We still do need them, and we can go into mire.
So let's see, is he going to actually clear? Yeah, he's going to go ahead and clear it out. With it not being a 5-6, there's the option to kind of maybe not, you know, kind of think about it.
Yeah, come back and do it later. Yeah, because we don't have any rods. We don't have any silvers.
No, I mean, this is good time. Like, this has been kind of a wonky seed.
But what we do have to fight Lambo
We do have a bow.
We have a bow. Oh my God. We have a bow to do Lammo.
Does anybody actually use that to fight Landmo, though?
I don't think so. It's awful.
Hugging the statue for good luck. Maybe get the 2-cycle.
Okay. I mean, tempered spins are also pretty good on Lammo, too.
They really are.
Yeah. All right.
Andy getting his bombs from the blacksmith.
It is kind of interesting. Is like this probably feels like just rotten for Andy because this is last location. I think number 2 for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right. I think he's not in a bad spot for the seed right now. Mirror is definitely the big one that opens everything up, and he's going to be getting that, you know, with Cane of Samari opposed to not having it.
We're getting a good second cycle here. Oh, I thought he was going to get the double, but does actually do it in 2. So yeah, the 2-cycle bow Lammo is very nicely done.
Yeah, I did not count how many cycles. All I know is that he had an awesome fight solely because he didn't use the bow. That's my opinion. All right. Purple chest get there for Andy, so he will be getting his mirror. Knows this has to be something.
It's unfortunate that it just panned out this way. These poor guys, it's 52 minutes in.
Yeah.
We're not even close to go mode. Well, maybe we are.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Yeah, I mean, we don't need any of those rods, technically. We're going to need a hook shot. We're going to need the flippers.
And maybe they invent some way to just not worry about that on the way.
Yeah, you never know.
We do have a way on Maniacal side to get to East Death Mountain, so more checks available to him.
We'll see how he likes to elect to do Hera here. A lot of people going into Hera without the hook shot, so they can't do Hera pot. It's a little bit faster to Hera pot. They sometimes just skip it because they have all those checks over on East Death Mountain.
Yeah. Now, this one is a 5-6, so do you want to prioritize this one right now? Because you're just flippers away from being able to clear Ice Palace, and then Pyramid Fairy suddenly is on the table. Now, with the small key, this kind of feels kind of bad.
Yeah.
But do we get the big key here? We don't. We get a fire
we got a fire
rod.
rod. I mean,
that's good for Maniacal. I think that might push him to Skullwoods.
maybe.
It might. Well, he doesn't have Cane. I was about to say it might push him into Turtle Rock here in a minute, but no Cane yet.
Yeah, no Cane, and that's kind of the big thing why we need him to go over to Skullwoods. It might push him over that direction. It's really hard to say. It really is gonna. We'll have to see what opens up all in East Death Mountain. Like if you find flippers and hookshot over there, you got to be thinking like Swamp looks way more appealing. All right, but moving on up here.
Heart piece on the floating island. I don't think we'll see these guys mirror to that unless they're in very dire straits.
Which would be very concerning in its own right. But yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing a grab on that one. All right, yeah, he is going to do the basement here. And Andy, he said no thank you. He left. So we're over here in Spiral Cave on this side.
He is totally out. But we did find one of our 2 items in here.
Now, if you're Maniacal too, man, you find hookshot upstairs? Oh, you're feeling good.
Feel
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally some people that are so committed to never doing Hera without the hookshot. They'll just quit the seat before they even go upstairs, you know?
You think Andy would do that?
I mean, it depends on how late he gets, but I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility. I don't know if we've mentioned, but I think both of these guys, they've been racing since, like, I don't know, 10 a.m., 11 a.m. this morning, minimum?
Yeah.
That's a long day of rando.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how they do it either. All right, so it's just going to be a heart piece, but we did at least alleviate the mental damage of, you know, not leaving an item in here.
Yeah, I don't think he's finding the hook shot now.
No, I don't think so either. Well, I mean, what if it's behind the 5-6?
That's
the other option.
That's true.
That one's a little bit further down the line.
Oh, speaking of hook shot, we found it on Andy's side. We were too busy.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Like, the hook shot over there in Paradox Cave, as me and you are just, like, slackjaw staring at literally nothing.
Yeah. Thank you, Link Force, for tracking it, as I see on the laptop hook just flying across the chat.
Yeah. All right. Well, that will definitely give him a much faster hair clear, as he won't have to do it. But he will have to leave an item behind.
Yeah, that's some mental damage when that happens. But there's Ether. So, I mean, if you're Andy here, do you go and do any of Turtle Rock?
Boy, that's a
question.
That's a loaded question to ask me at this hour, my man.
We need to put our best men on that.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on that one. We'll have to see. But, of course, he's going to want to check Hookshot Cave, Super Bunny Cave, you know, get all these quick, high-density item checks.
All right, Spiral Cave coming up for Maniacal. Meanwhile, 4 brand new checks on Andy's side. $50 in that first chest. Second chest, $20. We're up to 70. Can we hit 100? Heart Piece. Chest number 3. Chest 4. There's a cape, so Bumper Ledge now on the table. Neither one of these guys have checked it.
Have they not?
I don't think so.
Okay. Hold on, let me look at the tracker. Nope, they have not checked it.
Right,
I knew that. Also, we might have a little bit of a on-screen cam moment here. Whenever Maniacal gets his hook shot, we might see a little bit of faces. I don't know. We'll have to see.
I mean, I see their faces just fine.
Well, we'll have to see. And I couldn't even tell you what chest it is over here because, boy, I was paying literally 0 attention.
And Andy got his Tempered Sword here in Super Bunny, so he's never going to see anything worthwhile on Desert Ledge.
$20. Yeah, it's probably not worthwhile.
All right, Andy going into Turtle Rock.
Okay, so
Our
we are
best
doing
men
TR.
have decided to answer.
All right, yep,
A
there
little
we
bit
go.
of a nod
You
there.
got a nod. That's it.
Maniacal.
Oh.
He's like, "That's okay."
Little nod and a grimace.
A few rage slashes there from Andy as he crosses over deep into Turtle Rock. Getting his flippers. Does he bail out?
Oh, man, that would be a sick spot to leave right there. But no, he's going to continue forward. Still missing items for go mode. It's interesting because, you know, yeah, he needs Bombos, but yeah, you're right. Technically, we know everything, but Andy doesn't know that he needs Bombos. And it's so weird because, like,
this is what the chat likes to call no mode act.
Oh, is that what they call it?
Because we know what's happening.
Well,
and they don't. That's
what I'm trying to figure out is who's in better shape on this one right now? Like,
I don't know.
All right, so we have flippers here in Turtle Rock. Obviously, Maniacal's going to need to get those, but he can't because he doesn't have Can of Samaria. But Maniacal has Bombos, which is like very, very free and easily available to Andy. It's just over there in Desert, but Andy doesn't know that. So Andy's going to do potentially a lot of Turtle Rock, which is a lot of time. Maniacal, whenever he gets his flippers, he's going to be in go mode. He just gets to leave, but he's going to have to come all the way back up to the top of the mountain. Yeah, whenever he gets his cane, of course.
That could be hours, maybe days.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true too. And that means Maniacal will probably also do like all of Meyer, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm hoping he goes to Skull
before he goes to TR.
Well, that too, but I'm hoping he does it before he goes to Meyer.
Yeah, I mean, he can still bleed a lot of time as well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen.
Now,
this is crazy.
Now, this is an opportunity for Maniacal to make a true gamer play. You know, maybe his out is I'm gonna hover the first chest.
I was kind of thinking that would be pretty sick. Oh man,
you know, that's pretty spicy.
I don't think I've ever seen that pay off in a race ever, but I would love to see it.
It's never paid off as far as I'm concerned. But all right, we're running left. Gamer play averted.
Yeah. Oh man, that would be sick.
Sorry, chat, we're not getting that tonight.
Spend like 3 hours hovering for like one chest that is like, what, a 90% chance to be a small key and get your go mode? Good lord. Alright.
So with that cape, we can do this. What do you think we could find here?
Literally nothing, because we are in what you explained to me in a very strange manner, is that we're in no mode, so... $5
whole.
We found $5, yeah. I will think I think I can safely say that one guarantee whenever each of these runners finally gets to their go mode, they're not going to be feeling very good about it.
Yeah.
Because of like how much time he's going to spend in TR and then how much time Maniacal is going to spend avoiding his cane.
Yeah, another thing I just kind of saw out of the corner of my eye from chat, there's the opportunity now Andy could bleed even more time by doing ice, skull, you know, before going over to going over to that other place.
Desert?
Yeah, that's where Bombos
Yeah.
was. That's where Bombos was.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, this is our 4th trip.
Oh, no. I mean, you're
promise
starting to look pretty galaxy brain with that 5
it's
guess
gonna
now.
be on the
I really don't want to see that, but I mean, I guess at this point it's going to be 5 or higher. So.
I do think this is going to be the play. He's going to head Bumper Cave and then head straight into Skull Woods. Maybe we get a little bit of a route of Graveyard Ledge.
Graveyard Ledge, yeah, and then maybe Kingstrom from him as well.
Yeah, because he hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, they haven't done that yet.
Well, no, Andy has. Andy has.
Right. So what item do you think we'll find here in Graveyard Ledge, since we were talking about that?
Piece of heart.
Piece of heart? That's a good guess. That's a good guess.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. I'm thinking Bugnet, man. I'm really feeling it.
If they get a Bugnet, they can get more tries at hovering east at them.
Yeah, it's kind of weird now with the hook shot, but like it's pretty cool. Oh, just a
$20. That's not exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, even though they have the hook shot, I would still like be really happy to see it. But yeah, probably pretty unlikely now.
Now Maniacal leaving the portal behind, so I'm really hoping he flutes right back to 3, gets the Skull Woods, and that'll be on the 5th.
Yeah.
Well, now he's got an incentive to kind of go back over there, getting that flute out. Probably gonna go check Magic Bat first.
That'll put him in the right area.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, he's running out of time here because Andy is pretty much all the way through Laser Bridge. And what you really don't want to see here for Andy is an Ice Rod, because killing Trinix takes forever. And he's not going to see it because it's going to be a small key. So that's good.
All right, so we are out of here. We're kind of in a weird spot. I mean, he could mirror and flute away.
Yeah. And you want to see him fluting over to, you know, the Desert My area. That's going to give him his Goma. But yeah, he has Ice that he can do. Can finish up here. So it looks like he's going to be going to do Ice. But Ice, a Go mode Ice versus Icebreaker Ice, it's not that terrible.
I mean, the path he's on, I mean, it's going to be pretty late, I think, as far as crystal count goes when he heads into Desert.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he can go into Swamp, too. Boy,
Yeah.
I completely didn't think about that one.
Yeah, Swamp's a long boy.
Swamp, that one, that one could add some time, yeah.
Especially if you go back in for left side.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, on the 5th. I believe in Maniacal right here. He's going to get that cane.
I mean,
The question is, when does he go back into a rock?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. He's probably going to end up doing the entirety of Meyer, and then after that, I'm not quite sure what he'll do. But that was an excellent call on your part. All right.
I can't believe I was right.
Yeah, I can't either.
I haven't guessed anything right this whole weekend.
Yeah. And you weren't even trying to be right. You were trying to throw an exaggerated number out there, but we got it.
I mean, everything he did made sense. So.
Yeah, no. I mean, and again, I don't even know who's ahead or not ahead in this race right now. This is kind of a tricky situation.
We're learning with you, Chad, as we go.
All right, so yeah, that'll get him his K, and he's thinking, cool, I can go to Meyer. He's basically solidified Go Mode Ice and Go Mode Swamp Palace for him because he knows that flippers can't be in either of those, and that's a huge Go Mode for him.
It really is.
And the fact that it's the first chest of Turtle Rock is big. It's big.
Yeah, maybe he wants some time to think. He could go on. Is this the mushroom, or we're getting a potion?
We're getting a potion.
We already did mushroom.
Yeah, much like us. It's been an hour and we haven't had any drinks yet, so he's just trying to refill and keep it going.
Yeah, just in case we need to pop a cold one on the way.
Yeah.
Heart piece over in the H room. What do you call that room? Do you call it the H room?
The H room? I don't know.
This is the U room.
I call it the, if I've done Icebreaker, you don't need to pull the tongue room.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Oh yeah, we're going to Meyer.
Makes sense.
I was wondering why
Very
I heard
reasonable.
rain.
Yeah. This is an indoor event, no one worry. We are safe here. Alright. I know I've seen at least 2 items here in ice, and the fact that he's bomb jumping over here leads me to believe he hasn't found the 3rd. You know what he won't find over here? Bombos.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's not going to find it. I mean, if there's progressive bombos now in this game, I think I'm going to quit.
Be kind of weird, yeah.
Something's wrong.
Yeah. All right. Rolling through Meyer here. We'll see how aggressive you can play this dungeon. A lot of people, we see routes where, like, you know, you skip cutscene chests no matter what. If there's an item, you know, there, you just, you know, leave it to the fates. But some people can be really diligent with it.
Some people can go to the right first, come back.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that feels really bad.
Yeah, Meyer's a really weird dungeon. I've seen a lot of, you know, everybody routes that one different.
Just compass in that first chest over on the Maniacal's side. Andy, meanwhile, heading to Cold Stare. No, by no means is this going to be a free fight. Just 3.5 hearts. So going to have to be on his best behavior. I think he does still have that fairy, though.
No, I don't think he does.
No?
No.
Used the fairy. It is gone.
So if Andy goes to Swamp after this, I would say Maniacal is ahead. But if Andy goes to Desert after this, who's ahead?
Ooh, hold that thought. Andy in a little bit of a pickle here, down to half a heart.
Yeah.
This is one of those
a little scary here. You definitely
clincher moments.
Definitely don't want to die here. You have to restart the dungeon. You have no magic. If anything as much as breeze on him right now, he's going to die.
Oh, that one was like, I'm coming for you.
No, but he got a double hit, so he's still alive, still alive.
All right.
Okay, clutched it out. Good fight.
So back to your thought, if you remember it.
Yeah. Well, my other thought now is I forgot because I'm looking at Maniacal's side. Don't die here either. Yeah, please. Okay.
I always get so scared when they start phasing in like that.
Yeah.
You just have to remember you can walk through them while they're not solid.
If I want to be 100% honest with you, I was racing this guy named Andy probably 12 hours ago, and I died literally on that spot. So that's why I was a little nervous for him.
A little bit of deja vu.
Yeah. It was a memory I was trying to forget.
All right, big key.
Okay.
So not wasting any time headed here.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a really fortunate big key spot for him, and also even more fortunate for Maniacal is that Andy is going over here to Swamp.
All right, so goodbye to that anti-fairy. He has gone to the land of the fishbone room.
Still just hanging out here on 1 heart. Definitely not making me stress at all. There's not, you know, fire coming at him from, like, literally every direction right now.
This is a scary room on 1 heart.
Yes.
It's just one false move and you're toast.
It's got a long corridor where you want to dash on, but that fireball always wants to say, no, you're not dashing here. Yeah. And then these fire snakes that just path on you. Well.
No, dude.
He still has his fairy, though.
Where's the fairy?
It was the one that he tried to do there, but it didn't spawn, so that's why he died. He released it? Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, right, because he released it to get a potion. That makes perfect sense, because we even, like, literally watched him do it and commented on it, so.
That really hurts.
Yeah. And Link Force is doing such an awesome job, by the way. Definitely deserves a shout out. Like I'm almost like prepared just to like just give him my headset.
Yeah, she's the only one paying attention.
Yeah,
right now.
no, not us. We're just over here jabbing. And that was nice right over there from Andy's side.
Man, there's no way he goes back. No, not before Desert. Right?
You know, you're feeling behind. Like, nah, dude, that's gonna be where my go mode is. You go head up there. I don't recommend it. But, I don't know. This is looking a little rough for him because he's in Swamp right now. I think.
Yeah. No, we got our first item, the first chest. So, I mean, I kind of think we see the South play here.
Yeah.
I forget what it actually is in vanilla because I don't play vanilla because I'm bad. But
maybe the compass chest? I know that because of the C that's in the upper left corner on the screen.
Map for Maniacal. I guess the last item is going to be on Vitreous. I mean, if we get an item here, like I'm saying on Andy's side, maybe he goes straight to the back compass, and now he's got a little bit of a decision.
Yeah. Now he knows that there's something over in left side.
Yeah, but no, gonna make the gamer play, head to the back first.
Just looking for one item, He's taking in his mind. If I find Bombos, like I'm ready to go. Why, spend all this extra time in the dungeon?
Things kind of ramped up pretty quick. We were complaining about how long the seed was. And it's been kind of trash for these guys. But here we are at hour 10, just one item on both sides.
Well, I don't know. Like we did AGA 1. We've pretty much basically seen every single item and every single pendant dungeon. This seed is definitely up there in the trash level.
Yeah, well,
but we got
silver.
silver, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Andy hasn't killed Lammo yet, so we'll get to see, you know,
We'll get to
silvers
see
on
some-
Lammo.
The proper bowland.
Yeah,
runs.
the actual way to do it. So, what are some deterrents that Maniacal has to keep him away from Turtle Rock?
Sequence breaking Ice Palace for some reason.
I mean, if he does that, he's just gonna go mode it, obviously.
Yeah, maybe needs a little bit of time to think, but
Yeah,
I think he's headed to TR next. I think he
Yeah.
absolutely has to.
yeah, 'cause he did Spike Cave.
Yeah. Making use of the cape here.
I think maybe like Cave 45, the tablets. I don't know if we saw those.
Oh yeah, we did get a book.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's pretty hard right now.
Yeah, it's late.
Oh my god, it's Bow Vitreous. Oh, that was an excellent bow fight there from Maniacal. Really cool. I love that fight.
It's really good.
Yeah.
You don't see it very often.
No, well, no, I mean, it's just one of my favorites. All right, yeah, Andy is actually going to be going over here and checking K45. Might check.
This is good. I mean, this is good because.
Yeah, and he skipped left side swamp too, so
Oh yeah, I guess he's
he's
getting
not going to be
a little
losing that time
there.
either. All right. Good old piece of heart there. K45 gets skipped. Maniacal, yeah, heading up to the mountain. Like again, this.
I can't imagine anywhere else he's going.
And he might take the this way up, because I wasn't going to say he was going to go to Ether Tablet. And so yeah, this looks like heading right over into TR, and he will be in go mode. Literally first chest he checks, unless he does the other route where you go right first. But
He could.
he
You know,
could, yeah. So he'd be the first one or the third one. And if it's any number out of that order, I've got questions.
Could get the key and gamble on chain chomps.
Yeah.
Maybe my opponent's already checked
Yeah.
this.
He's like, no, I'm rushing Laser Bridge as quick as I can. All right. And then, like, it's strange to say, but I mean, like, Andy's going to be getting his go mode maybe even sooner than Maniacal is.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
quite the. Oh, he's already opened it. I mean,
Yeah.
he was planning ahead.
He just didn't have Kane, yeah, when he won it, and so, yeah. All right, yeah, like, what, we're going to have, like, us opening our go mode chest within, like, what, 5 seconds of each other here? Maybe just a little bit more? That's kind of insane.
Yeah, he's going left, so here we go.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Oh.
Bombos was on the other side.
All right, so race to go mode won by Maniacal, but we do still have to finish some crystals.
Yeah, we have to finish Ice, and we
And
have to finish Swamp. Andy's going to have to finish Desert. Hera, which is like right on the way, so no big deal for him.
Yeah.
And then Meyer. But Meyer's big key is very late. Desert's going to have a cutscene. Swamp's going to have its two little, you know, well, I guess one cutscene.
So yeah, a lot of game to be played. Nothing's really set in stone. Probably not going to really know where these guys stand until the convergence in Ganon's Tower, and I think it's still going to be very close.
I'd say, I don't know. If I'm just looking at this, maybe Maniacal has like 90 seconds. Maybe a little bit less. That's definitely within the realm of GT routing. And I also could be very, very wrong on that estimate, because
I mean, just kind of. I mean, is that like high figure estimates there?
that's just what I looked at. But like honestly, you should be the one. Like you knew how many times it was going to take him to check Skull Woods.
I used that magic up already.
Oh, it's over? Yeah, gosh. Yeah, there's no half magic at SGL, so yeah, you're drained.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, we're in go mode, so we are going to fly through these dungeons.
Oh, no, we're gonna go through.
We got the boots, man. We're flying.
All right, we'll do that too.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Flipping the switch there on Maniacal's side. Gonna save us some time. Check less chests that way.
So, Icebreaker here coming up. Maniacal a little low on magic, but not too much of a concern. We did get that Bombo, so he'll be fine. He does have a blue potion in his pocket as well, so that's also a nice safety to have up for the climb. Silvers were somewhere.
Back to swamp.
Yeah.
Am I right? I'm right. All right.
Okay, that's a factor in this race too, because he might not get those. Yeah.
You know. Well, you're right, because we've gotten everything on Maniacal side. That's, you know, those convenience things.
Yeah. I mean, silvers are nice to have, and you can, you know, check some free chest and swamp to see if you get them. But I mean, he's in go mode, man.
True.
And not only go mode, but he's in like I want to go to bed mode too. So I think he's probably just gonna want to be getting through this game.
Well, we had someone tell us that this is like, you know, 6 p.m. for Maniacal. So
no, I was definitely like
prime time.
I was foreshadowing my feelings on that one.
Oh.
You caught me. All right, the cold stare fight up. We'll see if it was as can be as exciting as the Andy cold stare fight we had. It's gonna be tough.
Okay, never mind. We've got Bombos. I forgot we needed that for a different dungeon, but I was about to say with that magic situation, it could get pretty exciting pretty quick.
We should be good on that.
Yeah, we're fine.
And then we'll have to see how Andy over here routes Meyer. It's kind of tough for you to get over to the big key without it being like one of the last chests you open in the spot, but some people do, you know, have their rules to routing Meyer. And also, if there was a small key up on the
I totally
in that
missed
torch
that.
room,
You know who didn't miss that? Was there a small key in that top?
or
in the torch room in Meyer? Because that's a
yeah, that's a
telltale
giveaway.
indicator
Yeah,
that the
yeah.
big key-
Okay, so they'll know
All right.
about that then.
All right, so no one knows. I bet chat knows. They're gonna tell us.
Yeah. Now, with the amount of drinks we had and with how far away that monitor is, there's no way I'm reading that. I'm very sorry. No, I was kidding. You can move it closer. It's not going to change anything. All right. But moving right along. So, yeah, one more crystal left for Maniacal. It is swamp. It is a go mode swamp. There's still silvers lurking in there. We'll see if he has the intuition to sniff them out and get them along the way.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes? Okay. Hey, there's a small key, so Andy also will know that that big key is down there too.
Andy remembering at this hour how to play this game.
So yeah, if somebody should have told us that in chat. So, but you know, no one wanted to.
We don't track small keys in this mode.
Yeah. All right.
Andy not having any trouble. You feeling okay about that Wizrobe room there on Andy's side?
Yeah, he was fine. It was not quite the same predicament. Yeah, this is starting to look a little bit closer the more we get to it. Like, obviously Andy has Hera left, but with Herapod, that is like, what, 50-second dungeon? Less? I mean, you just walk in, walk out.
It's just a quick pit stop.
Yeah.
Fill up the tank one last time.
Yeah. I mean, the mirror transitions, like, are substantial. Like, it's not an amount of time you really want to be giving away, but this is starting to look a little bit closer.
I mean, Andy's, Viddy fight's going to be pretty quick, too, here.
Yeah, with the silvers as well. So won't be doing my favorite version of it. It's very disappointing.
We'll be using, like, the upgraded version of yours.
Doesn't count.
All right, Maniacal doing a little lag reduction here, grabbing the wall.
All right.
Slowing, making sure things don't get slowed down.
So it looks like Andy's going to be the first one going up the mountain, but maybe Maniacal will be the first one going into GT.
Yeah,
It's not every day you see that.
Yeah, true. Andy messing up Spooky here. Gonna have to
Go backup strat.
Revert to the olden
The old
days.
normal way.
Yeah.
We'll bust out his map trying to remember where that switch is. Nah, he's a veteran. He knows where it's at. Come on.
Yeah, we're not checking Ian Albert's website today. All right, are we checking anything in here? We are. We're checking these two. I think we're checking this waterfall chest.
And that's where they are? Can confirm?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm pretty sure. 99.99%.
We checking it? Are we checking it?
Oh, here we go.
Hey, there we go. He sniffs out the silver, so Andy will not be getting that advantage on the Ganon fight over Maniacal. All right, yeah. Vitreous down. 6 crystals for Andy, just needs Hera. Meanwhile, Maniacal swimming towards his 7th one here to kill Argus.
Yeah, I noticed I heard Maniacal hitting the buttons furiously while swimming, and I'm wondering if maybe Andy may have heard a little bit of Andy's hovering.
Yeah. What would you think he would be hovering?
Maybe Mulderham too.
Oh,
You never
okay.
know. I mean, he did go through TR.
Yeah.
Alright, nice fight there. Maniacal side.
Wow, this is
So,
crazy.
It's going to be close.
Yeah, this is definitely still within the realm of GT routing. Like if somebody does compass room over someone else, that's 90 seconds right there. I think that would easily, you know, swap places of the runners depending on who does it.
Now, I can tell you from playing some co-ops with Andy that the Blaine route's probably not on the table.
Okay, he's a. What's his route? You're his partner.
I don't really know, but I don't think he likes Blaine route. So
Okay.
we're probably gonna go to Hope. If he gets a key, maybe we go right side.
Okay.
Maybe we don't.
All right. So he's just, you know, go right side. Okay. But I mean, and that can be where the route changes a lot, because if Maniacal does, you know, do a Wayne route, goes left and goes right, and big keys in rando room, that's 90 seconds to Andy, pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah, for
unless
sure.
you know there's a small key and he goes right.
Yeah, so
We'll have to see.
Maniacal's
I'm very
actually-
excited. This is
Even
crazy.
Yeah, even with an ideal Hera, Maniacal's gonna be first into GT.
Yeah. No, this is actually way closer than that.
Yeah, you were saying like 15-minute gap or something.
Well,
like
but
that.
to be fair, no one told us about that small key in Meyer. That would have definitely changed my guess.
All right, Andy, remembering to mirror, not just dashing straight on past GT.
Yeah.
We've seen
Hey,
that a couple times.
open up, guys. I'm ready to finish the game. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Man, look how close this is.
Dude. Oh, Andy about taking a visit to the basement.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was a piece of heart in the big chest. Probably doesn't want it. He probably wants to just get in this pot right now, but he's trying. There we go. He does get it.
Made it in. No soft locks. But GT is popping open for Maniacal. A couple of reduced flashes over on his side.
He did a little head crack in there.
I guess.
Andy could see that. I don't know if he knows. You know, maybe he was researching his opponent. Like 2 head cracks, that means GT's open. Andy's thinking, gosh, I better hurry.
All right. Well, speaking of hurry, and Moldorm is blowing up now. Maniacal going to the right.
What are we gonna find? That is a map.
All right.
That's
No
all
key.
right. No small key. Okay.
So if Andy doesn't Wayne route, we're basically going to be following in each other's footsteps.
Or well, I mean, it would be like the opposite. Yeah. If Maniacal keeps going to rando room, so like compass room would be.
I mean,
Completely at large, yeah.
There's like a situation we've seen in a few races in the past. You know, someone does like right, left, right. It's kind of a little weird. But
Yeah,
I've
hey.
seen it.
It's only crazy if you know. It's
it
not crazy if
doesn't
it works. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's working on killing these guys. Maybe
Yeah,
he
it makes it
pull
seem like he's going.
ether.
Oh, this is a big swing right here in this race. The route that you said you're. I mean, maybe he's going strictly to rando room, but
Maybe at
you said he did not like Wayne route, correct? Which is going left and then all the way over to the right. You said
Yeah.
that was the route he was
I
exactly
said-
not going to do.
I did.
All
So,
right. I mean, he could
look,
just keep going. We'll
I
have to
called
see.
the 5th portal, so.
You're right. You're right. The magic was up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot on that one.
All right, no big key
Oh
yet.
my gosh.
For Maniacal, are we pulling the mirror? Oh my god.
Oh
he's pulling
my
the mirror,
gosh.
dude.
This race is literally going to come down to whether or not this big key is in these 4 chests here on compass room.
I can't believe he's doing this.
This is insane.
He's probably gonna blame me if it don't work out too.
Oh, I hope so. Alright, small key there. Who's going to be right? Is it going to be big key over in the compass room? Is it going to be big key in the rando room? Are they both going to be wrong? Is it going to be in the tile room? Oh, Lord. My heart's beating out of my chest right now, man.
Just one.
It's not a
10
big key.
arrows.
It's not a big key. That's a bug net. Oh, okay. All right.
There's your heart. It like busted out into a piece.
These are the money chest over here.
300.
The rupees just keep getting bigger, and then they got smaller. Okay, so there's no big key over there. All right, so Maniacal is staved off a little bit of a GT routing upset here, and he's probably, you know, back in the driver's seat, but this is still very much an execution race here. Oh, man. Yeah, so looking like wherever that GT big key is, Maniacal's probably going to get to it first no matter what. Yeah, there it is, in Bob's chest. That chest. Yeah, so if, yeah, whoever guessed that chest in chat, congratulations. All right, so it's execution up to this point, but, like, dare I say, no race is over until Ganon is dead, and things can happen on Ganon.
Yeah, there's always that little bit of extra nerves, especially in an event like this. You know, your heart starts beating a little faster, you get closer to the end. Is my opponent going to raise his hand, stand up, and, you know, stomp the table?
You know, I wasn't done. I was just swatting a fly out of the air. Sorry. Didn't mean to make you reset. I did hear stories, too, that the previous match that Maniacal played, his opponent actually died upstairs in the gauntlet on in Ganon's tower, and then also died on Ganon. And, you know, they were on Ganon when Maniacal finished, so in that race, execution did seem to make the difference there. So if you're thinking it couldn't happen, it like literally happened, I don't know, a couple hours ago.
Yeah, just because you have a 2-minute lead climbing GT,
yeah.
You know, it doesn't mean it's fully in the bag just yet.
But these are good rooms so far. He's looking really good. And we still have that blue. We have the powder to refill our health, so we should be in good shape. We have silvers. Maniacal looking to be in the driver's seat of this race right now. All right.
Yeah, really good
shot there.
Getting good RNG for that silver arrow.
Oh, don't fall! Don't fall! Oh my gosh!
Dude. It's too late for this, my guys.
Holy cow.
Please.
How did he not go in that hole? He was in the bottom left corner of that pit when it opened up, and all of a sudden he was on the chest.
I'd say plot armor, but I don't think Solski's in the audience right
Oh
now.
my gosh. That was insane. Good lord. Oh.
Alright, up to Wizrobes 2 for Maniacal. Very easy strat there, getting it done. Heading off the Fuzda Bridge.
And by very easy, it means it makes it look very easy. That's a little tricky room there.
Yeah, it took me a little while to learn that when I started out.
That's one of the ones where you watch rando players, and then when you try to do it on your own, you just throw a Samari block in the middle of the room, and it hits nothing, and you're like, wait, what? That's how I saw them do it? Yeah.
All right, going up the bridge, torches 2 for Maniacal. Has 2 keys, doesn't have to worry about the mini Helmosaur. Is going to head on through, bomb this wall open.
Has every single item he could ever want in the game right now. So
I mean, I would like some half magic.
Well, I don't think opening any of these chests is going to help him with that one.
Yeah, he didn't even open that. Got the full magic, though. That's what's important. Andy getting through Gauntlet 5, heading into Lambo 2. Maniacal taking down Moldorm 2. Just little dash tabs there. Not hovering it for us, but off we go.
Skipping that chest as well. Good, good.
Yeah, don't need to open that. Getting the dash through the door as well. A little bit of a time save. Heading up to Aga 2. Aga 2 patterns could be a little bit of a variance.
Yeah, you can lose a lot of time on Aga 2. Andy is definitely looking for a little bit more help on the, probably from Ganon's side of the spectrum, but Maniacal literally just 2 bosses away from jumping on to the semifinals.
I believe, did we get 1 or 2 hits out of that? Just 1?
I think just 1. But boy, counting has not been our specialty today. That was 3. I'm sure of that one. Yeah. That was 0.
Got a blue ball out of it though. Oh, this is the nerves.
That was another 0. Oh man, this hurts. Yeah. All right, he should be good for that one.
All right.
Okay.
I was worried because he was so close to that corner, like the reflector ball.
Yeah, it
whatever
was gonna.
it's called,
Yeah.
was gonna be small.
You see him look a little nervous. He was looking up, shaking his head. Maybe peeking over a little bit at his monitor, you know, checking out Andy's facial expressions.
A little bit of an eyebrow
Yeah.
raise. You see Andy bend over, he's probably thinking, he's hovering mold over too.
Hey, that's a good hover, and that's a time save. I mean, Andy is definitely getting some of this time back.
Yeah, this is, Maniacal's just got to kind of keep it together here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very easy fight to, slip up on, especially if you had a little bit of tilt early on. But let's see how he can do it.
Yeah, and he's pulling out that cape super early, so he's thinking, like, I'm not leaving anything out there, you know.
Get a blue potion just in case.
I can stay super safe, super comfy, not have to worry about a thing. I love this right now.
Andy getting 2 or 3 on that one.
I think that looked like 3. I think that was definitely 2 the first time.
Yeah.
Okay. Been whiffing on the blue ball there.
Right.
But yeah,
In
Maniacal.
phase 3.
Yeah, 2 phases and then 4 silvers. But Acktheboker is down on Andy's side. Good lord, this is close.
Just need one more slash entering phase 4 and then 4 silver arrows. Setting up 1, trying to maybe line up for a triple.
Okay, this looks like a great triple.
good
Maniacal
spot.
could close this out right here. Didn't quite get it, but that's okay. He stays on, and that was most important. And GG to Maniacal. Oh.
Yeah, dude. He's in the perfect spot. He's not gonna have to worry about falling sort of in the air. Door's gonna open up as Andy is falling in. So get your GGs in chat.
He's shaking his head. He doesn't believe it. Well, believe it, Maniacal. You're going to the semifinals. Yeah, GGs.
Andy gonna go ahead and finish this out in phase 2 again. Nope.
Nope. All right, well, we'll get to see what they want to say about the seed. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about the 5th. They basically just said Andy said, I don't know how it was as close as it was.
And the Maniacal said, I think I do.
So yeah, very interesting race here for, whatever.
Oh, that was insane. That was so exciting.
Yeah, we'll get these guys over here as they kind of pack things up just a bit. All right, you want to slide over one, let them pop in here? Yeah. Man, your headset's more comfy than mine was. Lucky guy. All right, so we got the 2 runners here today, Andy and Maniacal. GG's, guys.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah,
GG, Andy. Was it, though?
Yeah, happy Sunday, this late hour. So, Maniacal, I got to ask, 5 times. I called that when you walked by Skullwoods the first time. I said, he'll get it on the 5th, and it actually was the 5th time. Was that calculated, or was that like a just a? I didn't know if you were a believer in Dunka.
I really didn't want to be there. I wanted to try and dodge some spots. I know Andy will screen for screen out execute me on average, right? Mm-hmm. So once I had enough from Sphere 1 to get through and was starting to gain some traction, especially once I got Mirror, I was not allowed to touch front of castle. That just was not a thing I was allowed to do anymore.
Gotcha.
And so Skullwoods was kind of in that bin, but it was a little bit more of an option to get back there. Mm-hmm. And I generally, I'm flipping a coin every time I'm in the area, basically. But yeah, I think it was the 5th time.
Yeah.
But it was getting pretty thin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a couple of times both of you were at a hard last location. See, just you had a ton of outs early, but you had that information that Andy didn't as far as the glove on Lumberjack. So you had that in your back pocket, and then the game just funneled you there. You both of you ran out of checks, until you got that sword. So, and then it kind of swung back and forth. The cane came up on Andy's side, and, then all of a sudden the flippers are in Turtle Rock, and how soon are you going to go back for that? Yeah, I don't know. It was
and that was the thing, whereas it seemed like you had more information and it was looking like better for you because Andy could maybe miss these items a little bit longer, but he kept getting funneled into them, and then he found the flippers, which was like just devastating to him because he wasn't quite in go mode yet.
Oh gosh.
And then he did the back of TR and then did all of the flippers dungeons and then went over to desert and found his go mode. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It seemed like it was better for you, and then it turned out just to being like really painful for Andy. Yeah, on that sense.
Yeah, getting go mode flippers in this one helped me quite a bit.
Yeah. So that kept you completely out of TR. You just did the first chest. You're
I was
out.
like, all right, well.
I don't know if you could see the faces I was making
Oh, yes.
when I pulled those flippers. I was like, do I mirror? Do I go in? Do I mirror? Do I go in? And I gave myself to Roller to figure it out. And then I still didn't figure it out. And I was like,
it's too late to be thinking.
Because I felt so behind. Because I hard last located blind Lumberjack because there's just nothing left. And I was like, there's no way. Like, I was trying to figure out, like, what else was left. And I was like, I think it's just Spike Cave. But, like, I don't know if I think I only have one bottle, and then I could buy a potion. I don't think that'd be enough, and the fairy I got was out of logic because I don't have flippers. So I was like, it has to be Lumberjack, right? And then I pulled the mitts, and then, God, it was...
Yeah, I think you last located a mirror on Purple Chest right there, because mitts were so strange there.
Mitts did, like, nothing.
Yeah.
It was like, I cannot believe that Meyer was Bombos after pulling 2 medallions out of pod.
Oh, my God,
And
I
was
know.
just like, I walked up. I like, didn't even look at it.
Yeah.
I did Meyer shed, and I walked up, and I was just like, what?
Yeah, so pod actually, both of you did pod really early. Both of you tried to go to pod without money. Both of you, this is what was so entertaining about this. Both of you tried to hover East Death Mountain.
Yeah.
Both failing. So thanks for the entertainment. It was great.
That's a tough one.
But yeah, like, sorry the seed kind of
I
sucked
can't
the
believe
play.
it was that close. Like, the entire time when I'm, like, getting funneled into these last location checks. And then, like, pulling the flippers out when I did the rest of Turtle Rock, got nothing, and saw Bombos in Desert, I was like, when's he going to done, dude? Like, when's he going to done? And then I kept getting crystals, got into GT. I'm like, how is he not done yet? Like, what's happening? Then I'm climbing GT. I'm like, what's happening?
I was on the same thread, dude.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm looking at the timer. It's like 1-2x, and I'm just like, he should be done by now.
So I want to ask both of you about like GT routing really quick, just because I had some bold predictions that he's laughing about. So I don't really know what your GT routing is. Is that the kind of hope left? Is that like your normal strat, or is that just what you were feeling on this fine evening?
I usually run Hope Compass left.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And I swore up and down Andy was not going to do a Bwayne route, and then he did.
Dude, I've been converted as of late.
Oh, okay.
I almost went straight to Ice Armos. I like really thought about it. And then I was like, nah. It was like I just had no gauge on like how close of a race it was.
Mm-hmm.
So like I just didn't know what to do.
He didn't have a gauge on how close it was either.
Yeah.
He said there was like a 3-minute gap at one point, and then it was like 30 seconds. So
I think I saw you like shake your head and like stretch your neck a little bit, and I was like, there's no way this is him entering GT, right? This is him like dropping into game, and I'm about to put the controller down before touching GT. So like it must have been him going into GT, I guess.
It was.
yeah.
Wow, that's wild to me.
Yeah, dude, I went on some adventures.
Yeah, you both did. It was great. I'm glad we stayed up for this.
I'm frankly glad you did too.
Oh man.
I know Daaanty had hit you the number with the number 5 for how many times you went to Skull Woods.
Yeah.
Does the number 13 mean anything to you? It was actually the new world record for how many arrows shot in the first Igor on Eastern Palace. So congratulations on that one as well.
Oh man, you had a rough time on that too?
I nailed it.
He shot 13 arrows onto that Igor.
He was hovering on the Y button, and
He
they
was
were
gonna
just
move.
unloading. He's like, I'm just going to shoot till he moves and dies.
So the first time I went in, I killed the 2 popos like I normally do to like gauge where the Igor is. And stuck the arrow in the closed eye. I was like, all right, there he is, and the popo hit me. Or a different popo hit me. I'm like, oh god, and he's like already on my sprite. So I just left, dropped down the hole to reset the room.
Yeah, see,
You know, I even said this is one of the hardest rooms in the game when you don't have a lamp, just being stupid. But then you both proved me right. So,
I mean, I killed the 3 popos, and then I put an arrow in the Igor.
13.
And yeah, the first one was the one that I was calculating.
Okay.
The other
sorry.
12, we'll call them panic arrows.
Yeah.
don't die.
One of these will kill this thing. But yeah, then it walked into me, and then it was on. I was pressing the Y button.
It was
I
pretty
will
incredible.
outlast
It
you.
really was.
Man. Yeah,
I came out. I was like, I hope there are enough arrows in the back of this for me to do ice armos without the hammer.
I haven't been listening to
Armors?
game audio for Link to the Past, and that's like
How?
the one problem room when I'm not listening to audio.
Oh,
just
okay.
that one.
That one room.
All the other dark rooms are like mostly fine. Like there's pretty good visual cues to like tell what's going on without being able to hear. But that one, no.
No. Yeah, you need that to hear the door unlocked and stuff. But
Yeah.
You can just look at your key count for that.
well, that requires me to look somewhere that's not where I'm looking. So just like half the time you guys, we were looking at one side and somebody found something else. We're talking about be nice if Maniacal pulled a hook shot out of the top of Hera because he did the basement, and then you pull a hook shot. We totally missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like especially with Mitz and Mir there, I'm doing the front of Hera to see if hookshot's in the lobby, and then I'm leaving and like expecting hookshot to be on East Death Mountain or something. Because I can just mirror back. Like that was the plan. I was either do Turtle Rock or like go mirror and then finish Hera. And then I felt so far behind. I was like, I'm just gonna go in. Whatever.
Yeah, I gather just from the facial expressions we saw, both of you felt pretty bad off, you know. But I don't know. Way she goes. Maniacal, you moving on? Moving on to fight Relkin.
All right.
SGL 2020 champion, I believe, back in the online days. How you feeling?
I mean, everybody left in this tournament, Andy, everyone who made top 8, like everyone's terrifying. So except me, I'm very not scary.
I mean, that Igor was scared of you.
Yeah.
He was scared
No,
of
he
you.
wasn't.
But
no,
I don't think that's true. You play really good, man. I mean, this is definitely.
Yeah.
There was some mental damage going on, honestly.
I mean, that was for everyone. I was fairly certain when like both you guys got your go mode. I was like, man, I bet they both feel miserable right now.
there was some suffering.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, while I was playing, like, you know, I can see the crowd a little out of like my peripheral, and I'm like, how are these people not like leaving? Like, there's no way this is close, right? like I wonder if like they were like, hey guys, stay here, so they don't know that someone's really far behind or something.
Wait, you could hear us?
No, that's what
we
I was
didn't say that.
expecting.
Oh, okay.
I kind of had the same vibe. I was like,
Yeah.
are they staying here out of courtesy?
Yeah.
Is there no
It's
other
like-
match
like, bro,
going on?
It's like 1:30 a.m. Go to sleep.
Yeah, dude, the seat, Maniacal, the seat you were in is like the hardest seat to sit in because like people, anybody stands up and it's like I've lost. Like,
Yeah.
it's, like
I was getting like peripheral action. I was seeing you guys over there. I was like, I don't know.
yeah, and you know if
Tried
you
to
guys
stay
heard
focused.
anything, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, great.
Some laughs. I heard a lot of
couple
laughing.
chuckles. Not as many as the SMZ3 race right before this. But you know, with Duck and
I'm not as
Link
good
and
as Duck.
on comms. That's pretty inevitable.
Oh yeah. Oh well, thank you guys for putting on this race here. GG's Andy, very good run, top 8, and best of luck tomorrow. I'm sure Relkin's probably chilling in bed, so you're gonna have to hit him up at some point.
Yeah, so we actually race tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you got to
We're-
fight
we're-
again. Oh man,
he's gonna get his
SMZ3
revenge.
Finals.
By tomorrow, you mean Sunday?
Today.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
right now,
today.
man.
My bad.
We're set up. You don't even have to unplug your stuff.
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's run it, Sigma, right now. Duck, come on, you can just hop on in. Oh man, it's best of luck to you guys for
Yeah,
putting
yeah.
that tomorrow.
It was
and,
an awesome race.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for staying up, everybody. For the
Powered by meats.
This is such a rough day because all 4 people in SMZ3 top 4 were also linked to the past top 8. The link to the past mains need to step it up. Like, come on, guys.
We tried. Look, we did our best. It wasn't enough.
But yeah, for real, thanks so much for staying up and powering through.
Thanks for making it
more
entertaining.
awfulness.
I mean,
Today was two peds and 2 lumberjacks.
should we add this mode to the ALTTPR League? What do you guys think?
Maybe just regular open boots or something. The
No,
hard,
I
don't
think
know.
open boots is just cursed. Like all versions
It's very
of it.
cursed.
Is this
SGL
any different?
Yeah.
and that's what I mean. SGL 2020 was cursed, and this is cursed. So they're very similar. We're not doing it.
SGL 2020 was definitely worse. I think 4 of my 5 quals had hammer or hookshot and swamp. That's why I was like the 60th seed in SGL 2020.
You just chose the wrong ones to do. Clearly.
Oh, that's
One more reason to dodge the quals Andy plays in.
Yeah.
I actually think one of them both were in there.
Oh God.
And it was hookshot in the first chest to leave to get hammer somewhere else for a go mode on left side.
lovely.
It was bad.
Perfect.
Anyways,
I love that.
It's time for bed. I
Yeah.
think.
Good night,
And
guys.
we're going to wrap things up. GG's again to both you guys. Shout outs to Link Force for tracking.
Not
Staying up.
only tracking, but like basically just
Babysitting
literally
us.
Yeah, it was
not,
real
not,
bad
not helping
this
us,
time.
babysitting us.
Yeah.
'Cause that was, thanks for the crowd. We had a really good crowd in here tonight for such an exciting race. So we'll be back tomorrow at some point for Link to the Past SMZ3 Finals. That's going to be really exciting. A couple other Zelda game finals. And
Yeah. So
nothing's been scheduled because everybody's asleep.
yeah.
So stay tuned. We'll
Probably
get-
in like 3 hours. It'll
Ring
be
that
breakfast
bell.
time. We'll have the next
Yeah.
race going on. So yeah, no one even go anywhere.
Yeah, ring that bell. You'll get the follow notification when they go live. So thanks for hanging with us tonight, guys. Y'all all have a good one. On behalf of ACK, y'all have a good one.